Let me ask you something. When was the last time you stood at your kitchen counter, peeled a potato, a carrot, maybe a cucumber, and then tossed all the skins into the bin? Probably today, right? Or yesterday at least. Now tell me honestly, did you ever pause to think what you were throwing away? Most of us don't. We've been taught that peels are a waste. But here's the little secret I want to share with you today. Those peels are not scraps. They're tiny treasures. And once you know what they can do for your food, your skin, even your home, you might never look at them the same way again. Today on Dress, Dine, and Shine, we open the kitchen bin and discover the elegance hiding in plain sight, the secret usefulness of vegetable peels. Potato peel, the earthy protector. Think about the last time you peeled potatoes for aloo paratha or fries. You probably tossed the skin straight away. But did you know the peel actually has more potassium than the potato itself? My grandmother never wasted them. She'd fry up the peels with a pinch of turmeric, chilies, and salt. Honestly, sometimes I liked that dish more than the potato curry itself. It was crispy, tangy, and had this earthy flavor that nothing else could match. And here's a fun little trick. Next time your eyes look tired after a long day, keep a few cool potato peels on them. You'll feel an instant calmness, like the earth is pressing a soft hand over your eyelids. So, would you still call them scraps? Carrot peel, strips of sunshine. Let me ask you, how many of you peel your carrots because you think it looks cleaner? Almost all of us do. But guess what? The outer peel has more beta-carotene than the inner flesh. That's the very compound that keeps our skin glowing and our eyesight sharp. In old Indian kitchens, carrot peels were never wasted. They became chutneys, fiery, tangy, and full of flavor. Imagine, what we call waste was once a family's side dish with hot rotis. Here's something I do at home. I sun-dry carrot peels, powder them, and then add a spoonful to soup or even roti dough. The color turns warm and golden, and suddenly the food feels alive. And if your skin feels dull, just mix carrot peel paste with honey and use it as a quick mask. A peel that brightens the face while saving food from the bin, that's what I call elegance. Onion skins, the forgotten gold. Be honest. How many of you have ever kept an onion skin? Almost no one, right? We just sweep them off the counter like dust. But here's a story. In Europe, onion skins were boiled into tea to treat winter coughs. In Indian kitchens, they were slipped quietly into broths to add color and nutrients. And in village homes, they were used as natural dyes for fabric. Imagine that. The part of the onion that makes us cry can also bring warmth, healing, and color into our lives. Isn't that almost poetic? Cucumber peel, nature's cool touch. Here's a question. How many of you snack on cucumbers by peeling them first? Probably most of us. But next time, pause. That green jacket is full of chlorophyll, silica, and vitamin K. On hot afternoons, my mother used to save cucumber peels for me. She would rub them gently on my face before I went outside to play. At that time, I thought it was just a silly little habit. Now I know she was protecting my skin from heat and sun in the most natural way. And here's a hack you'll love. Rub cucumber peels on your bathroom mirror. It won't fog up after a shower. Yes, the same peel that cools your body can also save you from wiping mirrors every day. Isn't that the kind of secret you'd expect from your grandmother, not your bathroom cabinet? Beetroot peel. Red strength. Now think about beetroot. How many of you struggle with its stains on your fingers? And because of that, how many of you just throw the peels away quickly? But beet peels are powerful. In some villages, women after childbirth drank beet peel water to regain strength. And even today, you can pickle those peels in vinegar for a crunchy, tangy side dish. And here's a fun one. Rub a little beet peel on your lips. You'll get the most natural pink tint. No lipstick needed. It feels like the earth gave you its own makeup bucks. Rich gourd and bottle gourd, village wisdom. Let me share a memory with you. In my grandmother's village, rich gourd peels were turned into chutney. Spicy, garlicky, bursting with flavor. That chutney sat proudly next to rice and dal, and no one thought of it as waste. Bottle gourd peels, they went straight into dals for extra taste and nutrition. And here's the best part. Dried rich gourd peels were used as scrubbing pads for utensils before dish soap was even invented. Nature had already created a scrubber. Don't you think that's a kind of quiet genius? Radish and turnip peels, winter's sharpness. If you've ever peeled radish in winter, you know the sharp smell that fills the kitchen. Some people wrinkle their noses. But in Kashmir, those very peels become chutneys, fiery and warming against the snow outside. Turnip peels, boiled into broth, soothe the throat in cold weather. It's the kind of kitchen remedy you remember when pharmacies are far away. Sometimes the strongest smells carry the strongest medicine. Beyond the plate, the cycle of care. And when you truly can't cook them, don't throw peels away. Give them back to the soil. Compost them. Bury them in your garden. Feed them to the earth. Potato skins, cucumber peels, onion skins, they all break down and return as nourishment. It's almost like saying thank you to the land for feeding us. A circle complete. So, my friend, the next time you hold a peel in your hand, don't be too quick to call it garbage. Ask yourself, is this really waste, or is this wisdom in disguise? Because peels are not scraps. They are protectors, healers, and reminders that nothing in nature is without value. And perhaps that's the real lesson. Elegance is not always in buying more, but in honoring what we already have. This was today's quiet conversation on Dress, Dine, and Shine. Next time, we'll talk about fruit peels, the zest, the fragrance, the medicines we've forgotten. Until then, remember, sometimes the smallest things carry the biggest secrets.